Hey all, Rich here. Beer and a vape. Got my Papsu ribbon. Got my trusty dripper full of Rice Krispie treats. Just a quick little vape mail update pre-review. We got from Got Vapes what they're calling the Octopus dripper. I guess it's a clone of the ERA. Quite a bit bigger though, from what I've seen, than the ERA. It's about the size of a 18350, I guess. Around about that size. That's a pretty big dripper there. I just wanted another dripper, so I got the black. It's got a pop-off top. Comes pre-installed with the namesake. It's 8 1mm pieces of silica, it looks like, and then trailing off into the 2 posts and a coil. Oh, it helps if I get it on the camera. It's got thumb screw posts, pop top, so it should be interesting. I'm gonna leave this coil on, at least to test it for a while, see how it runs with all that wicking in there. Maybe rebuild one of my own, run it through its paces, come back in a week or so and let you know what I think of it. Okay, see you then. Hey, I'm back. Beer and a vape. Oh, that was a beer. That was a Sam Adams White Lantern. It's a Belgian white style, a la Blue Moon. Not bad. It's rich, sweet. Yeah, it's good beer. Hold on a second. And that is a Sam Adams Irish Red. Got the spring sampler the other night. 6 pretty good beers in there so far. So, if you ever liked the Killian's Irish Red, what was that, about 20 years ago? Those were good. They're still good, but this is, I'm sure, a bit more true. Something you might actually get in an Irish pub. Who knows? I've never been. But it's good. Grabs you by the yoo-hoo for sure. Oh yeah, vaping. So that is the Octopus. I've had it a little bit more than a week now. It's a good RBA, rebuildable dripping atomizer, so RDA? Sure, RDA. Now, I believe it was an ERA clone. I think I said that already, who knows. But it's interesting. It came with the big 8 long wicks. I didn't really care for that. I don't want that much silica up in my chamber. It seems like you get more juice. You end up sucking juice from the wicks through the drip tip right into your mouth. No, I don't need that much wicking. I do still run 8 1mm wicks. I just have them bundled, folded over and bundled with some 28. It's a 4-5 wrap. You know, I didn't even meter it. I'm just rocking it at like 8 ohms on my kick bolt. So, I mean, it's a fine dripper. I just don't care for all those wicks. Another big issue I had when I got it out of the box, the cap was really loose. It was rattly and wiggle wobble right off. So I actually ran down to the local Ace hardware store. I got a number 7 O-ring. It was about the same size as the standard one, but it was just a little thicker around, more girth. It's all about the girth, guys. So that fixed it. It's pretty snug now, which is important because I don't know if this is from the ERA, the original, or if this is something that's new to this. I'd never heard of this. There's a tiny little air hole on the very bottom of the cap there. No way you're going to see it black on black on this webcam. And then there is, where is it? Yeah, an equally tiny little hole in between the O-rings there. And that hole drills into the base and meets up with this, where is it? The tiny little hole that's currently right under my coil. So the air goes across the base, or through the base, and up right under the coil, which is, I gotta say, it really makes some good vapor. I like the airflow. It's a little tight for my tastes. I like a slightly airier draw on a dripper when I'm going for the big clouds, but it works really well. It's a heck of an idea. So You just got to make sure when you get that cap on there, you line that tiny little hole off the cap with a tiny little hole on the base, nice and snug, and you get that nice airflow. Now, I've only ever had 3 drippers before, and this is my third. Only ever had 3 before, and this is my third. This would be my 4th if I only had 3 before. So I've only ever had 3. And this would be the third. I started with Phoenix clone. My affinity for $9 drippers cannot be denied. And then I got the fatty clone, which I also love, also $9. And hey, look, the $9 octopus. So in my limited range, on a scale of 10, I'll give the Phoenix a 6. It's a little harder to work with. I mean, it's a fine dripper once you get into it, but I didn't care for it as much as the fatty, which I would most happily give an 8 on a scale of 10. I'd imagine if I had a real fatty, it would probably be a 10 out of 10. And then the octopus, I'm going to give a 7, right in between. The ease of use on this thing is, we'll make it a 7.5. What the heck? I mean, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I may have. But it's got thumb screw posts, which is a lot easier than, holding a screw with a screwdriver while pulling your coil tight. And I mean, that's get your fingers right on there, and it works pretty well. I did have to mess with it with the pliers once. It was a little sticky, but I think that was just a juice buildup problem or something. But, yeah, all in all, not bad. Another great $9 dripper. Save up for one of those $100 ones one of these days. All right. Ooh, my cap is off. So yeah, that is fun finding that little tiny hole. Yes, yes it is. Hello. So, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, always better with a beer and a vape.